Hey, I was trying to decide. This hair keep getting in my eye. I'm sorry. I was trying to decide if I was gonna go live tonight. I was gonna cancel it just because I am not at a huge barbecue. Doesn't mean that everybody else is not at a barbecue. So if nobody comes in, I'll cancel this live, and then we just gotta try it again next week. But I know it's a holiday, and I apologize because I completely just forgot. Hey guys, Desire. Whoops. See, I gotta get a hold of this StreamYard, y'all. This is why I'm always using YouTube because I have not mastered StreamYard yet. And I like StreamYard. I like all of the things that it allows you to do, but I gotta get good with it. Hey guys, Desire. Happy 4th of July to you. And thank you so much for commenting on my video. I truly, truly appreciate that. How you doing this 4th of July? Did you have any barbecue, any food, any good food going on? I'm trying to pull up my channel here too. Let me see. Let's refresh. Let's see. My live should be coming up. Why my live never comes up first on my own channel, basically? Like, I'm logged into my own channel, but I always gotta type in my own channel. It should be the first thing that come up. Every other channel that I follow comes up, except for my own. Like, really. Let me go back. I'm actually on StreamYard today. I'm on StreamYard today. And because I'm on StreamYard, let's see. There we go. I did not go to a barbecue today. Was that terrible? I was out. I did the sun tea. I did the lemonade. And thank you so much. Listen, I completely forgot it was a holiday. It's terrible. I mean, I didn't forget it was a holiday. I just forget how many people celebrate the holiday that I should have just rescheduled the live. But anywho, I know that's right. Listen, I still got some salmon left over from yesterday. Listen, but I did stop and got some fries. So go on to eat your fries, your food, your barbecue, guys. Desire, because I'm sure I got me some French fries. You don't mind if I eat them, do you? I had grabbed them on my way in, like, I'm about to go and do this live. I packed up all the lemonade and the tea. Um, I came straight in, like, and then I was like, wait a minute. Because coming home, I passed like 20 barbecue. People still out barbecuing. And I don't know if you guys, but there's fireworks. Our fireworks is until tomorrow. And the ones in Philly isn't on Saturday. But because we can see it from here, the ones from Philly. Um, there is fireworks in the background, and there's still a lot of people out, still celebrating their barbecue or whatever. So I don't know. It's you and me, Diana. It's you and me. I have found some more stuff. Did you know? So, you know how we excuse me, we buy those little plants, those little seeds, and they're called endives. Did you know that endives are actually chicory? They never flower. It just grows the leaves, and you're able to cook them. Endives are actually made from the chicory plant. They use the chicory plant. So whenever you are growing endives, or those really quick um, lettuce kind of that you can grow, um, like I think in 14 days. I had got some from Dollar Tree at one point. I got some from Walmart, and they were just called, endives. And in my research, that's why I was saying I was coming back with just a couple more things that I haven't got to mention about chicory, is that endives are created from chicory, a chicory plant. And yep, it is a dandelion family. I did not know that until I had read that. When I read that, I was like, So we don't even realize that we're getting such a health benefit. We buy it as a quick lettuce, as a quick, addition to a salad, and don't even realize that chicory is one of a really great medicinal benefit for your liver. It is really, really beneficial to your liver, and it is a diuretic. Um, what are some of the other things that it do for the liver? It causes the liver to cleanse itself. Um, it is. Let me see. I didn't get my notes, y'all. Y'all know I keep a sticky note, right? So let's see. I wanted to just deal with the things that I did not. So besides being a diuretic, which just helps the liver to cleanse itself, basically, it is a purifier. It is a blood purifier, liver and kidney purifier. So being a diuretic, it helps it to cleanse itself. Uh, it helps it to produce bile. It helps with bile production. So it helps. So by being a diuretic, it helps to increase the bile production. Because like if you have diabetes or you have um, things that inhibit your liver is not producing the right amount of bile. It's not functioning properly. So eating chicory, adding those endives to your culinary or cooking or food, you're actually helping the liver, which also helps the pancreas, helps the kidney. They're all connected. So that's really, really good. And also helps the colon. So let me see. This is my own handwriting, y'all. I'm sorry. That is tiny that I'm trying to read. And I got on a sticky note. All right, let's read it real quick. I have to put on my regular glasses. Okay, so the diuretic, you can make it. I was gonna do a tincture with it tonight, but you can do a tincture with the roots, the leaves, the stem. The entire plant is medicinal. Oh, if you know someone that has gout, chicory is great for someone that has gout. It is a great herb to help alleviate someone with gout. Let's see. And yes, the leaves are the endives. So what's going on? Happy 4th of July. Happy freaking 4th of July. It is a holiday for me as well. I just did not go anywhere. It's Thursday. I don't normally have a lot of plans for Thursday. I'm working on a surprise for you guys. A new location where I will be doing my Ask an Herbalist segment. I'm trying to do that on Fridays once a month where everybody can come in. But I did reach out to several other herbalists. Yeah, chicory is great for someone with gout. And there's a lot of men that have gout. Lots and lots of men. There's a young man that I'm treating now for it, and I've added chicory to his regimen. There's a young man that I am helping with. Ladies, we have to help our men. We have to help them. The guy that I'm treating now, his wife went off like on him because he started with me and then he backed out. He was like, "Oh, I'm just going to Chick-fil-A one last time," because I saw him for the first 2 weeks. I needed him not to, or at least try for the first week not to eat out, um, to let's get his system used to adding herbs to his diet. And he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go get some Chick-fil-A one last time," and then I didn't hear from him. And his wife reached out, and his wife kind of, went off on him like, "You need to reach out to her because he has gout. He has some other medical issues going on." Um, and I added the chicory to his regimen, and these guys, we gotta stay on top of them. Some men are really good with their health. Some men wait till they have a scare. Some men wait and just take a long time. And you don't want any person that says that they're dealing with an ailment or something. You want them to seek medical attention immediately, because we want to be proactive, not reactive. Say that way. We want to be proactive, not reactive. And that's a big thing. Hey, Duval. Hey, love. Welcome into the live. Happy 4th of July to you. I hope that you are enjoying your 4th of July. I'm sorry if y'all hear fireworks in the background. We still got cookouts going on and fireworks going on here. Um, so I hope you had a great 4th of July. Let me know, did you get some of that good cookout food today? Did you get some barbecue, some corn on the cob? What did you get? What did y'all eat today for cookout? Besides meat and God's desire. We didn't make it to a cookout. But it's okay because look, she got to enjoy her food, and I'm still eating French fries. Did you go to a cookout, Duval? So I am gonna do that. If you guys know a herbalist and God's desire, you know a lot about herbs. You should join me once a month. I think it's next Friday at 5 o'clock. If that time works for you, let me know. If it doesn't work for you, but you know a lot about herbs too. And it would be nice if all of us were one community of herbalists, and we just, sit and just chat with everyone in the comments about herbs and our herbal journey. And if they're interested in some herbs for just traditional well-being, I think that would be so much fun and so phenomenal. Let me see. Let me see if I missed something else. So not only does chicory helps with the liver, but again, like I was saying, it helps with the kidney, your pancreas. It helps boost the entire digestive system. It has a great health benefit on the entire digestive system. So not just the liver, it helps with all of those things that are part of the digestive system, such as your large intestines, small intestines, the stomach, the pancreas, the kidney. Uh, Chicory is phenomenal for that. It is one of the biggest friends to the liver. And let me tell you something. A lot of people can come back from many diseases, many. But the moment that liver goes, that is, you have to be proactive about it. If you experience issues with your liver, UTIs and things of that nature, you need to take care of them right away. Um, a lot of medications can have negative impacts on our liver. If you are experiencing liver issues and you are on medication, you need to go back to your doctor, whoever prescribed them for you, and ask them for a different medication that is not impacting your liver. Look up the side effects. You will hear me say this a million times. You and your doctor are partners in your well-being. He is not a dictator to you. And you are not a slave to your doctor. You are partners. You are partners in your total well-being. You're responsible for your own health, but you're also responsible for making sure that you get the right medicine and the right medication, the right herbs, the right things that you need for your overall well-being. He or she is your partner, and you work along with them. Don't go weeks diarrhea. Don't go weeks pain in your side. Don't go weeks having UTIs. Don't go weeks having uh what are some of the things that come from antibiotics? What is that? Yeast infection. Don't go long periods of time with side effects happening to you, and you don't have that second conversation with your healthcare provider. You need to have a conversation with them and let them know if any of that is impacting you. If your kidney, you're having problems with your kidney that you never had before, you want to pay attention. That's why I've always tell people, you do not introduce food, do not introduce medications. Do not introduce a bunch of them at one time. Do not introduce a bunch of herbs at one time. They can negatively impact you as well. Just because they are herbs does not mean that they will not have an impact on you if you do not use them properly. And some herbs are toxic. Some herbs can only be taken externally. Some can be taken internally. You need to be a partner in your overall health and well-being. You need to make sure that you are, doing what's my word? Due diligence. You need to do your due diligence. Your health, you're responsible for you being here. And you need to have that conversation with family. You need to have the conversation with your provider. Tell someone else if you are having negative effects, side effects, or things of that nature from anything that you are taking. Because if something happens to you, they have a heads up. Say a lawsuit come out later on that same medication. We've seen it over and over and over again. Look at Roundup, the lawsuit. I mean, how many years have we had Roundup, the herbicide and the weed killer? So now all of a sudden, now there's class action lawsuits that have been allowed by the government to for people who have certain types of cancers that came from it. Of course, they still say that, they're not holding them accountable, but if you happen to have a cancer based off of it, there is money aside. Just like for um, outbreaks and things of that nature. There's money set aside by the government for if there is an outbreak or something like that happens and you are impacted by it. There's funding that's available. But my thing is, if you're not here anymore, your family can collect on it. But that's what I said. Make sure you have conversations with them if you are having any type of negative experience with medications or antibiotics or anything that you took. Even some of the food that we eat. And we can't trust everybody that preps food for us. Look at all of these recalls. I think I must hear at least once a month from T-Nog. Shout out to Miss Linda. She talks about the recalls on a lot of the things that we're taking. I remember there was a recall on the lettuce, I think at one spot, and then the tomatoes at I think it was tomatoes at Wendy's, lettuce at McDonald's. One of those. It was like that. There was like recalls on freaking vegetables. There's recalls on. I did a video. I didn't load it up yet. I'm gonna load it up. But I made salmon, and I used herbs from the garden. I had some dill, zucchini. I have a bunch of herbs and things that I did grab from the garden, and then things that I bought. And people were talking about the rubbery watermelon. People were talking about the salmon that's all gooped up. My son called me. He was like, "Mom, did you see the video?" And I'm like, "What video are you talking about?" He's like, "Mom, it's not wild caught. It is what do you call it? If it's not wild caught, it's they grow it farm raised. I'm sorry, I had a blonde moment for a second there. Hey, So Blast, happy 4th of July, my love. How are you doing? Happy 4th. Put in that comments. Let me know what food you had from the did you go to a cookout today? Let me know you went to a cookout today. You have let me see. I'm trying to see what you said, Duval. You have I'm trying to read what she said. I have coconut. I have had for years and still is it still good? Listen, if that coconut is not cracked, if there are no holes or no nothing in it, I was told that it's still good, that they can last for a long time as long as that it hasn't been you know, broken or anything, that it is completely still intact. Um, how fresh? You probably want to look it up. I will look that up. I would definitely look that up. I was told that they last a long time. Coconuts do. That's why that water is just so beneficial. Um, it's the oil in the jar. Yeah. We cooked at home. Oh, that's so nice. Ooh, collards from the garden, corn on the cob, chicken, yellow rice. Oh, I should have came to your house. Yes. I should have came to your house. So anyway, so I was telling y'all the story of my son had called me. He said, Mom, they released the farm raised or GMO um, salmon into the wild. The farm raised salmon started eating the wild salmon in the wild. They were finding the farm raised with whole salmons in their body. And I told my son, I don't want to see that video because it's scary because you know if I go and I'm thinking I'm getting wild caught salmon and it's been eaten by farm raised salmon, so am I getting wild caught salmon? And I did do a test on the salmon that I purchased. I did buy that salmon fresh, and it wasn't rubbery. It wasn't that clumpy stuff that's just disgusting. It actually appeared to be real wild caught salmon. But these days, you never know. And it is part of the reason I had just stopped eating. I was just eating junk for a while. And I said, you know what? I can't do this. I have to really, we have to do our due diligence and find out where our food is sourced at. If I go into a store, I have a right to ask them, where did it come from? You have a right to ask them. Okay, it was caught in the wild. Where? Like where? If you want me to buy it, I need to know where. It wasn't in the Atlantic. Was it in the Pacific? Where is it wild at? Is it in China? Is that where it came from? A lot of farm-raised salmon is in tanks in China. So, and do y'all remember when they had that spill, that chemical spill that messed up their tilapia? They had a chemical spill that affected the tilapia, that affected the ocean, and it actually spilled into our waters. If I remember correctly, you guys have to do the research on that and see. Hey, Janet. I saw your text message come up, but I didn't read it because I'm actually doing it live on my phone. So I'm sorry. Let me see. I can still read it. Let's see. Let's see if it'll give me a message so I can see. So I shared a couple things about the chicory already. It is a friend to the liver. It is one of the best friends to the liver. It impacts your entire digestive system, whether it's the pancreas, the liver, the kidney. Um, it has okay. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, and it helps with bioproduction with your liver. helps it with its cleansing process, and it helps to produce more bile so that the body can use it more. And I was saying that we have to be partners with our healthcare providers because we want to make sure there are many diseases and things that we can come back from. But once the liver goes, you need a transplant. That's one of the hardest things to reverse is liver damage. Um, in early stages, yes, the body can primarily heal itself, a majority of itself, as long as it is caught in time. You can really heal yourself as long as you're being proactive about your health. If you're experiencing some issues, you need to get on it right away. Figure out what it is. Speak with a doctor. Speak with a provider. Um, you definitely want to do that because you want to be ahead of whatever issues that may go on. And again, we're consumers, and there's so much that we're not responsible for. Like I was just saying about where our fish comes from, where our meat comes from. Now, unless you are growing it, which I love everyone that has chickens and rabbits and all different type of animals, cows and goats and all that. I love that. I love to see it. I love that you do that because you know where your meat is coming from. You know where your milk is coming from. You know where your eggs are coming from. I simply love that. I be at Tractor Supply and I be looking at the little chickens and stuff, and they just so adorable. You know, I don't have the space for them. I don't have the time for them, but I would love to. That's why I'm working on, hopefully by next year, hopefully I'll have my new home. That's the plan. That's the goal, is to have a new home by next year. And I want to be able to have chickens on there. Not a cow yet. In New Jersey, it's a little bit harder when you start wanting to get bigger property with larger animals and stuff. There's just a lot that you have to go through. And uh, so that's it. That's an ultimate goal. I would love to do that with my entire family, my daughter, my son, my grands, all on a nice big farm. And like they have their own property on it. That would be a blessing. But so yeah. So again, chicory is a friend to your digestive system. A friend. It is a bigger friend to your liver. It helps with the cleansing of the liver and helps the liver to produce the bile. Also, chicory, if you did not know, when you buy endives, those little lettuce that we buy, the little 14-day lettuce that come up, it is made from the chicory plant. So a lot of people didn't know that. I didn't know that till I studied it. We are working toward getting bunnies. Oh, yes. So I've seen a lot of people with the little bunny rabbits. They're cute because I see that they use their waste for mulch for growing their herbs and vegetables. And I think that's so awesome. But yeah, I would love to get chickens. I don't know. Bunnies are cute. I had a bunny rabbit. Uh, I had to give it away because I did not have the time for it. I want a puppy. I don't have the time, and I don't want the puppy to be lonely because I'm always working. So there's that. And then, so let me see, what else did I miss? I was explaining, I have my everything on a sticky note. Tincture. If you get a chance, tincture. There are three means to tincture. One, you can use vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar, or you can use regular vinegar. I will use apple cider vinegar. If I do not have apple cider vinegar, I will use regular vinegar. You can use 100 proof vodka, which is 80%, 80 proof. So you need vodka. I think, what's that one that everybody always get in the blue and white bottle? I forget the name of it, but you can tincture it with the vodka. And glycerin. Glycerin is the third way that you can make a tincture. Glycerin is expensive. You can buy it in bulk and wholesale. I normally use glycerin in my products as a preservative to keep it from going rancid. So I use my glycerin for that. So I do have glycerin. Like for instance, I made rose facial toner. Y'all watch me make that live with Janet. I add a couple drops of glycerin, vegetable glycerin. I only use vegetable glycerin. You can use what you choose. I use vegetable glycerin. All of my things that I use have to be plant-based. So I use vegetable glycerin for that. I just made lavender. Did I post that video? I think I posted the video of the lavender. I made lavender um, rooms and car spray. Lavender home and car spray. You can use it in your rooms. Just do not use it. I wouldn't spray it on as a pill mist in a room of young boys who are prepubescent. We had that conversation about, they're saying that the active ingredients in lavender, it's natural active ingredients, act like an inhibitor to male growth, puberty growth. So you don't want to, I have lavender Dove. I don't let my grandsons use it. And I did that long before even reading about that, but I don't let my grandsons use it only because they're prepubescent. They have not reached puberty yet. That's what pubescent means. Prior to puberty, if they are young, anywhere from newborn to whatever age boys reach puberty, 12, 13, 14, you want to make sure they don't have pure lavender near them. Now, my lavender is watered down because I use a purified water to make it. I still wouldn't use it around young boys anyway, just for that simple fact. I had never heard of that before. I did do the research. I did see multiple places, multiple sources saying the same thing, and it just makes me think about like how you know that. So because there are chemicals and things in products that we use all the time that they market to young people. So why would you market it to a young person if you know it's going to inhibit their growth? In some cases, it says it causes young boys' gonads to shrink, their private parts to shrink, their the testosterone to deplete. So you want to just definitely not use it around young boys. But I use a watered down version. It's still lavender. It's not an essential oil, which to me would be more caustic around them. But you use your common sense is the thing, and do your research. Don't always take my word for it. I love doing this. I love being able to share knowledge with everyone, but always do your due diligence. Always do your research. Okay. Let's see what I missed in the comments. Yes, Everclear. Thank you, God. See that? That's why you my chick. Listen, you need to get on that. Janet, hey Teresa. I scheduled the Ask a Herbalist for Friday, July 12th. Yep, next Friday. Because remember I said I wanted to start it in July. I wanted to do it once a month where a bunch of us herbalists get online and we chat with the people in the comments. We talk about our herbal journey. We talk about our experience. I am writing my journal, my own herbal book. And I feel like this is a nice way for us to talk about our experience, but all of us have different experience with herbs. We have things that are passed down generation to generation, and what you may know, I don't know. May not have been a practice in my household or my grandmother or my great grandmother, but I would love to learn it, and that's what it is. We'll be able to share that information and speak with the people in the comments as well. So that's for next Friday. I put 5 o'clock. I was telling God's desire. If that time doesn't work, let me know. Because I think, Jen, you also do something on Fridays. And I know you have market on the weekend. So let me know. We can work out the time. Fridays, I'm here chilling. I normally am here chilling. So let me know what works best for you guys. Definitely. So let me see. So Friday at 5. I put for 5 p.m. on Friday. So let me see what else I missed on this. So endives, we know, are now chicory leaves. It is just the leaves from the chicory plant. Blah, blah, blah. I had to put my glasses on now. Y'all know that chicory is from the dandelion family. So all of those, the reason why it is such a friend to that liver, because of all of the vitamins and minerals, y'all, manganese, magnesium, iron, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B6. It is a multi B vitamin. That B complex, it has those. Let me see. There's so many, so many. You know, I love the dandelion family. It's one of my favorite. It is my favorite herb, the dandelion. So anything in that family is my favorite, 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 favorite. So, um, chicory. Let me show y'all guys what it look like. Can y'all see? It has those pretty purplish blue flowers. It'll say blue, although they may look purple. It is a bluish purple. And do you see those leaves? Those serrated leaves are like shark fins. That's how you can tell a dandelion plant, anything in the dandelion family, has those leaves like that. And its root is prolific. It is not as deep as the dandelion root, but it gets pretty down there. That's why it has the same amount of herbs, vitamins and minerals like the dandelion, because it does get down in there. This flower is so, so pretty, y'all. I last year I took all the flowers off, but because I wanted to dry them and use them in my crafting, and it turned out really, really pretty. Turned out really, really pretty. I did use them, and I did save some. I didn't use them all in my crafting, but I did save a lot of the leaves. Any other questions about chicory? Yeah, I actually have some, guys. I have some chicory dry. I have chicory drying in my garden, and I have a lavender. Oh, guess what else I got? Echinacea. We can talk about echinacea the following week. That one of the a very, very potent herb as well. And I got it when, you know, the bulb of that gets really big and bulges out the top. I love it when it does that, because all of those medicinal benefits are up in there. So you definitely, that purple cone flower, aka echinacea. And if anybody see my tea today that I made, I did put echinacea in it. I put echinacea, and I made an herbal tea that I sell with my lemonade. And I wanted it to be an immune system booster. And so that's why I added lemon and ginger, and I added echinacea to it. Just because they're talking about these new strands and things going on in the world. So we need to be proactive about our health. We need to be being at our best. We need to be operating at our most optimal performance. So that means that, hey, going out there drinking some mint tea. I know that's another one of my favorite. Get y'all some dandelion. It's in your backyard. I actually picked plantain yesterday because I need to make a bug bite spray. I made lavender mist for your home and your car, because I also make car charms. So I want to kind of sell it together. At the market, I want to sell the lavender spray, and I want to sell the car charms. You have the car charm hang from your visor, and then you have the lavender mist in the car, which is, it smells. Listen, y'all. If you didn't see my video, check out my video. It smells so good. It just really, really smells so good. And it's still, the plant itself was still highly potent. Like, even though I infused it, made my lavender mist with it, when I drained it from the plant and set it out to dry, it was still so prolific smelling. Like, it was so phenomenal. And I said, okay, yep, I'm still gonna dry it out because I'm still gonna get the medicinal benefits from it. But again, bug spray. If you have plantain, which I pulled up to the market where I am selling that now, and they had plantain like everywhere, and I just grabbed it. I washed it really good, make sure it wasn't where cars and them run over it or whatever. Um, and I right now it is drying. It does not have to dry. If you are using vinegar, if you are using alcohol, and God's desire, put in there Everclear. If you are using the glycerin, you can use your herbs fresh. You can make a tincture fresh with it. It does not have to be dried, um, because that alcohol and that vinegar pulls it out, pulls those medicinal properties out of it so well. So You do not. It does not have to be dry. So make that tincture. You'll have a natural bug spray. I actually have plantain, and what else was I using? Something else. I got the plantain. It is phenomenal for bugs and basil. So, and it stops the itching from bug bites. Because if you are allergic to them, y'all know they can itch for a while. It can be irritating for a while. You can put on clothes and irritate it. So, I am making that. No, I had echinacea in the garden last year, the year before that. This year, in the pot that I really thought it was gonna go in, I dumped all the seeds in it. Like I dumped when I said dump all the seeds in there, I dumped all the seeds in there, and I did not get one yet. I do see some trying to grow, but they haven't done anything. It has not gotten big at all. But we can talk about echinacea because that's a really good one. That's a really good one. The purple coneflower, a lot of people do grow it, which is, I like to talk about herbs that people know a lot about or know something similar about it. I like to talk about those herbs just so that they have an idea of, what they have growing in their area. So, and that's also that brown-eyed Susan is in the same family as echinacea. It's not, it doesn't have all of the same medicinal benefits as echinacea, but it has medicinal benefits. It is the same family as the purple cornflower. So if you have that brown-eyed Susan, y'all can dry that too. Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss any. Um, okay, so let's see. You can make an infusion. I already told you that you can make a tincture with it. But for chicory, you can make an infusion. Um, you can use water and let it sit there. I will let it sit 24 hours if I'm putting it in water and just infusing it that way like a tea. You can just make tea naturally. You can just cut a couple of the flowers and the leaves off and put it in a cup and make you a tea that way, which is really, really good, especially for the liver. You can also make a syrup. Now, whenever I am dealing with, depends on what part of the body that I really, really am working on. So, for instance, I don't know if you guys, have you ever taken your garlic and added it to honey to make a syrup? And it helps with sore throats, upper respiratory, some digestive issues. Ginger, you can also put ginger in there and make a syrup with it with the honey. I do it with the honey. You can do it. Let me see. So I want to give you all of the ways that you can make the syrup with it. I do use honey to make my syrups, raw honey. So let's see. And then how much you use is truly up to you. You can use the root, you can use the leaves, you can use the flowers. You don't have to just use the flowers. You can use any part of the plant. It's really, really good. And you can, for the infusion, it's simply just the water. And what that does is it also helps, like if you, so say for instance you get thirsty a lot, and that's normally a symptom of somebody that's pre-diabetic or diabetic. They get thirsty a lot. You can use the chicory to make you to help with quenching your thirst. And it's actually, you're putting minerals and vitamins back in the body as well when you are making that with the water infusion. Okay. Normally, if I am helping someone and they're the type that they don't know how to really make the tea themselves, or it just takes a lot of them, or they're very, very busy, I will get a gallon, an empty water gallon. So it doesn't have to be empty. I like the geyser water. A lot of herbalists use the geyser water from Dollar Tree. It is one, and I hate to say it because normally once we start talking about the water and things that we use and how it's really good and medicinal for, they take it and mess it up somehow. I don't know, but a lot of herbalists, I'm sharing something with you. A lot of herbalists use that geyser water from Dollar Tree. That's pure. Um, it is really good for you. It is comes from a great source. A lot of herbalists, even a lot of the herbalists that I follow, they use it. So I will infuse herbs whenever I'm working on someone who really doesn't have the time to make the decoction or anything themselves or the infusion themselves. I will make it. I will put it in I have those mesh bags. I will put all of the herbs in the bag, and then I will take out maybe like a quarter cup of the water from the geyser, and I do it in front of the person. I do not open water or anything away from that person. I always add that first infusion in front of them so that they can see for themselves. I do not bust anything open and then give it to someone, because you don't want to be liable for anyone either not using it properly or if they are sick and try to blame you for it. So that's just part of their agreement that they sign on with me whenever I am creating a wellness program for them. But I add those herbs into the mesh bag. I put that mesh bag inside of the bottle, tighten it up. They cannot open it for 24 hours. Those herbs needs to infuse in that water at least 24 hours. 48 hours, depending on how that person is feeling. If that person is like, I get a lot of people who have the C and they need some relief right away, I will 24 hours is good enough. I will give them tell them to hold off on the 24 hours. Or if it is a family member, they know me and I'm making it for them, I will start the infusion so that when I see them and I know that they're sick, I will give it to them after 24 hours. So you must allow it to infuse 24 hours. Like I made the tea today, the summer sun tea, that I will not open that mason jar until tomorrow. I want those herbs and all of that stuff to infuse in it for 24 hours. I needed them to get it. And the longer you let it infuse, so you don't even, once you start to infuse, so for instance, some of you make tea fresh, right? If you go and get herbs and stuff from your garden, you want to use all of the medicinal benefits out of those herbs that you're using. You don't have to just use it one time and then throw it away. They have those things, those herbs are very, very potent, and they contain a lot of medicinal properties in it. You can use it multiple times, maybe 2 or 3 times, I would say, tops. And you will still taste it. You can still taste that in it. The moment it is bland, you'll know it. Okay, so definitely do it 2 times. That's why I normally put it in the mesh bag so that I can put it in there, and then I'll just keep pouring my boiling water on it. I'll let it sit for 5 minutes, and then I drink it. I add a honey, or I love lemon juice. So anybody that gets theirs from me, they know they will not add sugar. They will add honey and lemon juice. Lemon juice, believe it or not, to me sweetens the teas when I make them, and they do just fine. Everybody that takes them doesn't have a problem. If they really need to sweeten it, I tell them they can go use whatever they choose. But I always recommend honey and lemon. So let's see. Okay. Oh, that's good. Your chicory is recovering. Yeah. It's called geyser water. It's sold at Dollar Tree. It is the gallon of water, and it has the red, white, and blue label on it. I had it today. I don't know if I showed the water in my video that I did when I made the tea. When I made the summer sun tea, I had the water there. It comes in a 6-pack, six gallons at Dollar Tree. You can buy it by the individual gallon too, but I normally buy a 6-pack of it and use it. That's the water that I drink as well. There's so much controversy swirling around that um, the what is it? The high pH alkaline water. Uh, I you got try not to get caught up in all of that back and forth with people, because you have at one point there was doctors and herbalists who swore up and down, and celebrities, the smart water, then it was the alkaline water. Now they're all changing their tune that the alkaline water isn't that great. It's hard to believe and trust a lot of things that are out there. Use your common sense, use what works for you. I will say that if you are making a infusion, do not use, what water is that? Uh, Use purified water. That is the best. Spring water. Yeah, spring water. Use spring water. Spring water, purified water. I used to tell people to go get the alkaline water, especially if they were acidic. I have done some research, y'all, and as I'm going deeper into this class, that I'm in my final class, it is there's so much information, and there's a lot of misinformation. And I mean, I'm on a site where I have doctors that are arguing their points, about a lot, because so much information is out there now to us. And once there were doctors saying this one thing, just like the people arguing over the alkaline water now. All of you guys were saying the alkaline water. Now you have people that saying, I have a doctor that discredited all of their information, on alkaline water. Like, seriously, because he was saying how, I don't want to give it to you and cause y'all more confusion. But anywho, do your due diligence. If you're going to make the infusion, use purified water, use spring water. Spring water, that geyser water is spring water at Dollar Tree. And I use it. I love that water. I love the taste of it. I never have an issue with that water. Like I said, if I'm making myself a tea as well, I will take that water, just take because it's filled to the top, and once you add the herbs, the water rises. So you want to just take just a little bit and add your herbs to it, and I let it hang in there for 24 hours, and then I add my lemons to it for taste, and I'll add some honey to it if I have to. I even add cinnamon if I'm making a darker tea blend. I'll add cinnamon. But listen, guys, you can make it. An infusion is so easy. So if you need to help again with like thirst, you get thirsty, like especially at night, and some women who go through the change too, premenopausal, menopausal, get thirsty at night. Make you some chicory tea, and if you make a gallon of it, all you gotta do is just go get you a cup of it, out the fridge. I put it in the refrigerator. If you're opening and closing it, I recommend you put it in the refrigerator. What I do sometimes do too is if I have it in the refrigerator and I decide I don't want it cold, I'll go and pour it in my coffee maker and warm it up, and I will make a hot tea out of it. So it works either way. Then you can add your honey, raw sugar, agave, whatever it is that you stevia, whatever you use, you can use it that way too. I will add that to it as well. Let me see. I'm gonna make. Did you get that, Duval? The geyser water? Listen, God's desire. Okay? Listen, yeah. I do not recommend distilled water bought in a bottle. See how God's desire, she charges hers with the sun to add the minerals back to it, because that's what it is. Distilled water, the minerals were pulled from it when they made it. And they didn't charge it back up when they put that in a bottle to sell to you on the counter. So what happens is the moment that you start drinking it, it is trying to get back the minerals it lost in that distilling process. Go look at it. Go look at, there's plenty of YouTube videos. You can look at the distilling process of water. They remove the minerals from it, and it is constantly seeking its minerals that it lost. So I even had my mentor. He used to tell people to go drink distilled water, and I would tell him, bruh, please do your research. I love you. You're my mentor, everything. But distilled water off that shelf is not good for you. It will pull minerals out of the body and flush it out of your system. So your body is not even absorbing it and using it the way that it is supposed to properly use it. And if you don't believe me, do your due diligence. Please do your own research. But I do not recommend that you do it unless you know how to do it like God's desire does, which she recharges the water after she distill it. You gotta show me you gotta share that process. I know how to do it, but you gotta share that. I'm sure people would love to do that. So I mean, you can use distilled water, but just remember for what purposes that you're using it for. If you're using it to drink, I know a lot of people with that. Yeah, they're gonna kill me for saying this too. With that breathing machine, I don't want to say the word, y'all. I'm sorry. Uh, with that breathing machine to help you sleep at night, if you are using distilled water, they recommend you use distilled water for it. I had a friend and I told him stop using it because every day he woke up, he was completely dehydrated and thirsty, even in the middle of the night. So how much sleep is he getting if he is uh, thirsty throughout the night and waking up thirsty because they're using that to put into the body through breathing. So that's just me. Seek a medical professional for if you need to. Um, and it is only a recommendation. They did not say that you cannot use spring water or purified water. They say to distill because it is clean. It goes through a cleansing process. That's why they say to use it. Um, Let me see what else. So that was the infusion. So the syrup, um, a lot of time, that you can, a lot of people like to use the root because they feel like the root is where a majority of the medicinal benefits of it. But if you have a plant and it has completely flowered, all majority of the benefits is at the top where it has flowered at. So I always tell people, so if you are using it, then um, you want to use the root, wait till the flower starts to die back because then those benefits go back down into the root of the plant. Now, if you are, and it is flower now, pull up the whole thing. When I shared the video on chicory, it is so easy to pull up. It is not a hard one. Dandelion, burdock, those are a little bit harder to pull up. So is plantain. But chicory is not a hard one to pull up, and it just grows everywhere. So you definitely can pull that up by the root, and you make your syrup with the root. If you have a child that is what do you call it, constipated, or if an adult, but normally children get constipation. They eat a lot of stuff that gets them constipated. You can make them a chicory syrup, and that will help to relieve their digestive system and get their bowels moving regularly. You can make them a chicory syrup, okay, and that's for children. I wouldn't do for children under 3. I would, children that are older than 3 years old. Um, and if you're using it for a child, they only need 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons. Um, and on an empty stomach. Okay? If they're a little bit older, they're teenagers and they're constipated, you probably can give them anywhere 2 to 4 teaspoons a day and let them start their day with that on an empty stomach to help get that moving through their system so they can remove the constipation. Okay? So chicory is great for that, for children who are constipated. Let me see if there was anything else I missed. Leave will you use the whole plant. Um, Again, I did share this the last time. You know that you can use chicory as a coffee alternative. The same way I showed you guys about using dandelion, you can use chicory the same way. Use the root, the leaves, the stem, the flowers, and make you an alternative to coffee. Still give you the same energy. You're getting your vitamins, you're getting your minerals, but you're not getting the caffeine. And so therefore you're not inhibiting the body at the same time healing the body. So you definitely want to, if you are the type you want to give up coffee, get you some dandelion, get you some chicory, dry it. You have to dry it. That now when you're making the coffee alternative, I dry it. If because it's hot, it's summertime now. You can throw that bad boy in your garden. I mean, that heat is serious. My herbs are dried in a day. Where normally you got to hang it and it takes a week or so to dry. Outside, it is hot. So throw it out there. Put it on a nice clean surface. Let it dry. If you have a covered area, let it dry. You want to let it dry, and then I grind mine up. I do grind it up. I have a little grinder that I got from Temu that when I'm doing herbs, sometimes I do a herbal demonstration, and I'll make herbs. A lot of my herbalist family that I'm in Philly with will do tea demonstrations right there on the spot at the market. and we'll make tea blends for people. So it depends on what it is that they're looking for, what it is that they need. Normally, they just like for me to make a tea. The same way I made that tea today, the herbal tea that I made that I shared in my video, same way I make that, people like to come and taste it. When I tell you my tea sold, the herbal tea sold more than my lemonade. My lemonade, fresh lemonade, homemade lemonade is our number one seller. But once I put that herbal tea out there, when I tell you the amount of young people, there was a young man, he had a colostomy bag on his stomach. He lifted and showed me he has that bag on him. And I tagged him on my Instagram video in Instagram because I wanted people to go support him. He is waiting for multi-organ transplant. He is on a waiting list in Florida. He's up here and he's visiting family and stuff. He went viral on TikTok because of his medical condition here in the city of, well, they're in Trenton. And he stopped to get some lemonade. He wanted some lemonade, and then he saw the herbal tea, and he was sharing, telling me his story on his health journey. And so I said a prayer for him. Told him I was praying for him. Told him I was asking people to pray for him. Prayer warriors. I don't care what nobody say. Prayer warriors work. He is on a waiting list for those multi organs he was on for different states, but Florida was able to get him at the top of the list. So that's where he is waiting. And now his organs can come any day, and he's waiting. So shout out to him. I wish you so many blessings, and I wish you a healthy recovery. But the young people, again, that came up to my stand today that wanted the herbal tea, they were saying how they're trying to eat better. And I mean, these were young people under 21. And I was just so shocked because, I'm so used to young people, and going to a fast food restaurant is the highlight of their day. But these young people were like, no, I know your lemonade is good, but I want some of that herbal tea. I want some of that. And they were just so excited about it. My herbal tea went down like about the same as the lemonade. Like whenever I do a tea, and the herbal tea I did today was an immune booster, so I did add the echinacea and the lemon and the ginger, um, not ginger, the echinacea and lemon, and then I added my other herbs. I added to it. I even threw a pomegranate, a couple of those pomegranate seeds in there, just for it. And I used the Jamaican sorrel in it today, which is so much fun. I'm in love with the sorrel, y'all. Like y'all hear me talk about it a lot, but I love, love, love it. Um, but the young people that were interested in the herbal tea, my mind was just blown today about it, and I was happy to hear that, happy to know that they're taking their health seriously. And they were just saying, and they didn't go into like rhyme or reason of why, about anything bad or anything, but just that they were just being responsible for their health, and they wanted better. They really wanted better. And the one young man was like, well, later on, I'm going to a party, they're probably going to be drinking, but what should I drink now? Should I drink the lemonade? I said, drink the herbal tea, because he bought the herbal tea and he bought the lemonade. I said, drink the herbal tea. Get your body right. Get your body going right. It's early. This is when I started out at 1. So I gave him some of that, and he drank that, and he was good. They love the herbal tea. I'm telling you, add some sorrel to your tea. You will thank me later. Add some sorrel to your tea. Is quickly becoming one of my favorites, like dandelion. And I don't care if it's the red sorrel or the white sorrel. I love the hibiscus. I do. I really do. Are there any questions? Questions about the chicory? So maybe, and God's desire, Jet, maybe we'll try 4 o'clock. I'm open between 3 and 5. So whichever time you guys feel like is really good for you, will work for me. Um, uh, I did tell you guys that the ancient Egyptians were the first to use chicory over 4,000 years BC. They were using chicory long before anyone else, the ancient Egyptians. And that is chicory also was found in the tombs and the pyramids. You are. My sorrel finally came up. I'm waiting for those second set of leaves. I had to do it again because it had got so hot in the greenhouse and burnt them all down. But I had so many seeds that I've dropped in there, so I just watered it again, topped the soil off, and I was able. I got like 3 of them that came up now, so I'm hoping that they do super good. I've been watering them, fertilize every 2 weeks. I add just a little bit because it's still in a cup. So I'm just trying to make sure I don't lose it again. And I know I don't have to fertilize it because it has all of the benefits that it needs right now. But I do feed it my stinky tea. So that's the fertilizer that I'm adding when I water it. I only add that like once um, a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks. But I'm definitely growing that, and it did come up, so I'm happy about that. And I wanted that so bad. That sorrel, the Jamaican sorrel, I wanted it so bad. I don't want to have to. Don't get me wrong. The African market and the Dominican market where I buy it from, I love getting it from them. Don't get me wrong, and they do not charge an arm and a leg for it. It's actually very reasonable. But being able to grow it, it just tastes so different. When I go into my garden and I'm eating those strawberries, I'm eating the tomatoes. I go out and get a snack. Like when I'm out there in the gardening and I am snacking, and it just tastes so good. Like it tastes so good. I could eat a basil leaf out there. I could eat a mint leaf out there. Like it just tastes so good out there. And I love the smell out there in the garden. Like it just smells so good. Um, so I'm happy about that. My update on my sweet potatoes, the transplants that I put out there, one of them isn't looking too good, but the other one that I transplanted, it does look good. The one that I didn't think was going to do good because the root was a little bit limited. It didn't have as big a root as the first one. So we'll see what happens. That one is actually doing much better. The smaller root is doing better than the bigger root. But sometimes that's the shock of it. And I just have to, I watered it. I want to, make sure I give it all the fighting chance that it needs so that it can survive, because I was so happy to have sweet potato root that rooted, and I got my slit. I was just so happy, y'all. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Pray for my garden. Anything else? Any other question? I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Um, Inulin is the active ingredient in chicory. Again, it contains vitamins, minerals, and salts. Or mineral salts. The chicory does have a bit of a, what do you call it? Not spicy, but it can be hard. So for instance, if you are a person and you ate a lot of sugar and you're trying to kick your sugar cravings and things like that, herbalists will tell you to take bitters. Bitters are those herbs that help to remove those sugar cravings and things like that, but also help the body. There's a million and one benefits for it. But chicory is considered a bitter because it does have that slightly bitter, but it's not nasty though. I've had some bitters that are really grab your tongue, but chicory is just got that right amount, like a lemon. It's not a lemon, but you know how lemon give you that slight tart taste, that slight bitter taste. So chicory just, but it's good. It's a really good herb to take and make for tea. Let me see. Let me make sure I don't miss anything else. Yeah. Okay. So that was it for the chicory. What's going on in your garden, guys? What's going on in your garden? I did a harvest. I showed my peppers in my pepper tower. So I got tomato alley, I got pepper tower, I got herb mini tower, I got flower lane, I got this just all in my one small backyard that I have a name for. And then I got potato corner. I have what do I call them? My strawberry vertical gardens. Um, Matter of fact, that reminds me, I did buy the little what do you call them? Um, onion chives. The little green onions. I did buy them. I bought a whole bunch of them. So I need to plant them tomorrow. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow morning is planting them. Again, guys, be safe in your garden. I say this because I'm talking to myself as well. I am really bad at it, but I got to get better at it. Is I will be out in the garden and it is burning up. There is no need for me to be in my garden at 12 in the afternoon. That sun is high, even though the peak is 4. At 12 o'clock, it feel like it's the peak of the sun. So I have to do better with that. Once I'm done, if I go out there at 9, I need to be done by 11:30. But then I need to be bringing my butt in the house because I'll still be out there. Myself, oh, I gotta get down flower lane and water the watermelons. So because I gotta make sure the watermelons doing good. I got the eggplant back there. So much going on in the garden. So, and I love being out there, but I have to remind myself that my health and well-being is still, I gotta be safe in the garden. We all need to be safe in the garden. Do not get heat exhaustion. Do not overheat. You won't even feel yourself pass out. So please be careful in the garden. Get out of that garden when that sun has reached the peak and it is really hot. Sometimes at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, it is 80 degrees. So if that is the case, then honey, wait till the evening. Go out 5, 6, 7. Like I used to do my videos like 6 o'clock in the evening, 5, 7, And now that the days are longer, I should be doing it then, my gardening then, because there's still a lot of sunlight. When I came home, it's 8 o'clock and there's still sun. It's still daylight. So change your watering if you have to. Just don't be out there in the sun. It's not worth your health. It's not worth the risk of you getting heat exhaustion or having a heat stroke. I tell them this at my job too all the time. Same thing. Just don't. Your safety is first. Your overall well-being is first. And I'm telling myself this because I'm bad at it too. I'm not talking at you. I'm talking to myself too because I need to get my butt in the house. Listen, my cucumbers. And let me tell you. So what's funny is who was it? I think I watched Broke Farmer video. He was counting how many male flowers on his squash plant. It was all these males, and he was like, I don't know what y'all need to do, but we need to get some females. I see a lot of people that are growing zucchini and squash, and I think cucumbers too. And there's I don't know if it's a cucumbers, but I know that there's zucchini and the squash, and they're all male flowers. There's hardly any female flowers. I was trying to watch a couple videos to see if anybody would. I think it's Green Tea Garden. He was saying he counted every certain amount of male flowers, then cut one off, and it was forcing the plant to grow more, and that's how he would get the female plant. I think it's Green Tea Garden. I think I was watching his videos. I think, don't quote me, it's one of them. I watch so many people. But a lot of people having the same issue with all these male flowers and not getting the female flowers because my squash plant and my cucumbers, like now the cucumber now, I had to put more seeds down and now it's growing. Like it's going up the little trellis I got for it if y'all guys saw my video. And then I put more zucchini ones out there because all these male flowers and no females. I'm like, we need a female in order to make some zucchini. Listen, y'all, I love zucchini and I love squash. That's a vegetable I never used to eat because I didn't think it tastes right. But let me tell you, you can change the flavor of zucchini and squash. It takes on the flavor of whatever you add it with. I cut that bad boy up, put it on top of some salmon, and I made a little salsa. to go on top of it. Then I threw some ranch dressing on top of it. Once salmon was done, listen, let me tell y'all, I was in heaven yesterday. Okay, I was in heaven. Yeah, I'm not understanding that, Duval. Oh, I harvested my peppers today. They look so good. I'm so excited. I'm gonna post a picture of it on my community page. I had the purple. I cut the purple ones, the two long green ones, and then the jalapeno, small. Well, it wasn't small, but the jalapeno green one. And then I got a strawberry today. I got two strawberries. I ate one. And then I got a bunch of the sun gold tomatoes. They turn green. I'm waiting for my regular cherry and those early girl, Jersey girl tomatoes and all them to turn red. And I'm waiting because I'm telling you, y'all, I was in the chefing it up yesterday, making my own little kind of like a little dressing for my salmon yesterday, and it was just scrumptious. It was so good, so good, so good. So what y'all doing this Thursday night? What else going on in the garden? So I did notice that a lot of people have those male issue with only male flowers are growing. If y'all check out some of the other videos, check out Broke Farming video, and several other videos I've seen. Duval, I have to check out yours too. You did. I be tearing them tomatoes up in the garden. Let me tell you, I. The only reason why I didn't eat them all today is because I wanted to take a picture to show that I actually harvest some. But normally, I just pick them and eat them. I wipe them off of my little shirt or whatever. Or if I got some water out there, I will. If not, it's my garden. Ain't no chemicals out there. I'm the one eating it. I be tearing them little tomatoes up. They are so freaking good. So good. They are so good. I have to pull some basil tomorrow for my neighbor. He gave me my aloe plant. Went to that place in the sky, and so he gave me some new aloe, and I told him I will give. He cut me two nice, beautiful pieces of aloe. He been growing it outside. I don't know why I can't grow mine outside. I take it outside and it just goes the highway to heaven. But anyway, he gave me some aloe and it's so cute. Matter of fact, I gotta water it tomorrow. Um, so I have to cut him some basil. He wanted some basil because his yard is to the right of mine, and he is completely shaded out, so he can't grow tomatoes, nothing. So I told him I'll give him some tomatoes, and I'll give him some basil so he could go and make him some salsa, whatever he gonna make with it. So you can use the green tomatoes and make salsa too, right? Like if you like, I got so many tomatoes. When I say there's a lot of doggone tomatoes out there, I don't have to buy another package of cherry tomatoes again, which don't even be tasting right anymore. But that's neither here nor there. These are sweet and so delicious. Yeah, Jenna, I don't know. I had an aloe plant and I had it for years. I used to cut it, use it. Kids get burns, scrapes, cuts, boo-boos. My granddaughters are good for boo-boos. And I will have that aloe plant. I had it for years. I moved here, it died. And I had two aloes. And they both, the one I set it outside, I said, oh, I'm going to let it get some sun. I saw somebody had theirs. You know who got a bomb aloe plant outside? David Corey. He had showed his aloe outside. I was so like, wow, like bro, you just got that green thumb. Like his aloe looks so beautiful, and he grew it outside. My neighbor, his aloe sits right on the porch. I just look at it every day that I walk in. It just looks so good. But if I stick mine, I got mine out there now. I'm praying it don't go the highway to heaven. But I'm praying over it. I pray over my garden. Not only I pray over the garden because the aloe I want to keep it. The sorrel I want to grow. My chamomile I prayed over that and that is looking good. I'm waiting for it to get bigger because I want to add some more soil to it because the soil kind of low. But I want to let it get a little bit bigger. I actually just fertilized that, and we've had some rain, which makes the plants grow so good. I remind me, I have to tie up my pumpkin. That pumpkin looked like Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors. Like, it is huge. I feel like a face gonna come out of it. Every time I go back there, I be like scared. Like that thing is so huge. I don't know if it's trying to stretch out, but I wanted to keep going up so that it can hang off of it because it's in the container. And I mean, it is growing, y'all. Like if you see my video, that my little shop of horrors, like Mona and Felicia called their plants. That's what it looked like over there. That pumpkin looks just like that. Like he about to start talking to me. That's a joke. But what else is going on in the garden? I'm trying to think. The tomatoes look good. The peppers made me so proud. Purple sweet peppers, y'all. Purple. So pretty. Just so pretty. I'm holding them because I want my granddaughter to eat, to have one because she loves peppers. So I told her that I picked them and she was so excited. So maybe she'll come over tomorrow and we'll make something with it. We'll make something. We'll make some kind of salsa or something with it so that we can eat it and get some nachos and eat it. So I think that'll be so delicious. Anything else? What else is going on in there? What's growing on in the garden? My flowers, those Celosies, I think they're called Closies, something like that. I love them, but they started to hang over to the side. I had to hit them with some stinky tea. And they're not a fruit or a vegetable or nothing, but I don't want them dying on me, God. They're so pretty. I've seen that's the same garden where I got them from. They were huge. I want them to get so big. They're so pretty. So down Flower Alley, I love walking down it because Flower Lane. I love walking down it because I love seeing them as I'm going down. All the pretty colors, pink and red, and like a kind of purplish pink one that I have down there. So pretty, just so pretty. They are so pretty. I actually have some of them in my little tiny herb tower too. That Dollar Tree tower. I have some in there. I have like 2 in there. And the strawberries look good on there. I have this one. Okay, so one of the bare roots, finally, the leaves are identifiable. It is a strawberry plant. So I'm waiting for that to give me some strawberries. It's so funny. The one that I have sitting on top of my grill, I thought it was dying because the leaves were drying out. You know, I pulled that bad boy back. It was a bunch of strawberries on it. I was like, okay. I thought I was going to have to cut the leaves off and just try and, feed it some stinky tea to get it to come back. But it has strawberries on it. So I guess just some of the leaves didn't do too good. So I cut off some of the bad leaves today. And now it looks good. And there was some strawberries hanging off of there, which means they got germinated. Love that. Let me see what else. Oh, so I'm not drinking tea tonight because I made lemonade. So I have lemonade. I did make a tea, but I did, because I sold it. I did not have it to make, but you guys, you got to go check out the video of me making it and go to my community tab. You'll see a picture of it. Bachelor's buttons, yes. I planted those. I don't know why. They didn't really come up that great. I planted them in my granddaughter's garden. Oh my goodness. I seen y'all Tulsi. A lot of people had their Tulsi basil growing, and it's just so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. And good luck on harvesting those seeds, Janet. Anybody else? What's going on in y'all garden? What's going on in your garden? I got 22 minutes left. What's going on in y'all garden? Y'all, they can't see them. My lemonade. We have the best lemonade in this tri-state area. Best lemonade. Y'all gotta see the videos of the people. I'll talk about my lemonade. Our lemonade. The tea. Every time I bring out, I try not to introduce the tea at the same time with the lemonade. I try to wait like a month, but I put it out there because I was doing the sun tea today, and again, that tea took off. Hey Serena, how you doing? Happy 4th of July. How was your 4th of July? Let me know in the comments if you celebrated 4th of July and got you some grilled food today. Let me know. What do you guys have planned for tomorrow? Anybody going in the garden tomorrow? What's up with Fridays in the garden? Anybody going in the garden? Janet, are you doing the market this weekend? Are you doing the market this weekend? I had tomorrow. I have to fill my containers. I have to fill my lavender bottles. I have to fill my rose water bottle, facial toner bottles. Tomorrow I have to. My men's beard oil is ready, so I have to fill those bottles. The beard oil is ready. I did not make my men's conditioning balm. I didn't make that yet, but the oil is ready. The oil that I use to infuse it, it is ready. What's the Asiatic lily, Duval? You going to garden every morning? Yeah. Yeah. Good one, Serena. Oh, you are in my prayers, darling. I'm trying to buy a house by next year. So you are definitely in my prayers. Go on and get y'all another house. Yes. Blessings up. Let me see what else is going on. I have a surprise for y'all coming. I did mention that at the beginning. I have a surprise for you guys. You gotta wait. It's coming soon. You're gonna like it. Again, if you guys know any other herbalists, please invite them to come July 12th and hang out with us. And let's do the Ask a Herbalist session. And let me see what else. Don't forget the Summer Sun Tea. Hashtag Summer Sun Tea. That's the challenge that I'm offering for 2024. I know there are many other people doing the challenge. I know Tina introduced a summer a sun tea challenge this week, and I sort of back to the roots. I knew someone told me that normally every year Back to Roots do one, and I wasn't going to do it, but they had not announced theirs, so I did it. But they announced theirs today. They did a video today of their sun tea challenge. So be a part of all of them. But thank you for being a part of mine. I love you guys for that. I am giving away a gift card for the winner. I have to see it. You have to show you same way I did, making it. The ingredients you use. You must use mint. Again, we talked about mint for weeks. So you must infuse your summer sun tea with a mint from your garden. And let me know what mint you are using. Like today, I use chocolate mint and I use grapefruit mint in my summer sun tea today. So whatever mint you choose, you can use 1 mint, 2 mint, all the mint, I don't care. Just use the mint in your tea and it's going to be so refreshing. I want to see you make the tea and you need to let it sit out, show it sitting out in the sun. And then I will announce a winner, I think on the 27th of this month. And then I will mail the winner the gift card. I'm going to screenshot all of the pictures of all of your teas and make a collage video of all of them. And I will ask people to vote on it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask YouTubers in my community tab to vote on the tea. And then I will announce that winner. I'll probably do it like maybe 2 days before like the 25th, I think. Collect all of the summer sun teas, do a collage of video, tag you all that are in the challenge and have people vote on which one that they thought should win. But I want them to come to your channel and watch you make it. So do a little 30-second, 1 minute video. I don't care how long you do the video for. I think mine was 7 minutes. do a nice little video because I'm going to tell everyone to come to your channel and watch you make the tea. And then they can vote. That way they get the vote from that point. Okay? Yeah. Listen, I'm ready. And you're right. I don't get me wrong, I love my landlord, super sweet lady. But I do want to own my own only because I want to have a bigger backyard. I want to. She doesn't mind me using the garden and everything. She was just so excited because she was tired of getting tenants that had weeds growing. So just I showed you guys. If you look at my video, my that pepper tower video, there I can't even get out the back because all of the neighbor, and I watched her come out of her house, look at it and go, wow, but it's still sitting there. So it looks like a jungle. You know that? It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how they keep them going. That it's like a jungle sometimes. Yep, that's what it feels like going out my back gate. A jungle. And again, I did tell y'all the truth. I did cut some of her poke from back there and made a tincture out of it last summer. But still, she needs to cut that stuff back. So, as a matter of fact, she can't. After she said, I don't know if she heard me on the video saying they need to cut it, right? To cut it. She came out, played a song, RESPECT, find out what me. She's playing Aretha Franklin. I said, I hope she's talking to that guy that's at her house, and she ain't talking about me. Ain't talking about that jungle back there. Anywho, but thank you, Francis. Thank you so much. Yes, everybody, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure if you are not a subscriber and you are new to my channel that you consider subscribing. I would love to have you, and I love to follow back. I will definitely follow back. So what are you guys going to do tonight? What are you going to round your evening up, your holiday evening up with? I'm going to see what movies are free tonight on YouTube and Tubi. I done watched every Predator. I done watched Norbit about 10 times. I love Norbit. I want to watch Vampire in Brooklyn. It's not free yet. I did watch The Long Kiss Goodnight with Samuel Jackson and Gina Davis. One of my favorite movies of all time. I love that. It's free on Tubi. It was free on Tubi. Don't quote me today. It's a new week. I did not watch it this week. I watched it last week. I love that movie. One of my best movies. But what do you guys got planned for tonight? What do you got planned for tomorrow? Oh, you fishing another hat? Listen, so I bought my crochet in because I'm going to finish my bucket hat too, Duval. I am determined to finish that hat tonight. I don't think she meant any harm, Serena, by misspelling your name. I don't think she meant any harm. Sometimes word, that spell check will try and correct it for you too. So, yeah, Janet, I hope you get it. Get your rabbits and your chickens. And when you get it, you got to name one of your bunnies after me. Have Robin hopping around in the garden eating all your herbs. I'm just kidding. Yes, that would be great. That would be great. I do a lip scrub. I have that ready. What I do is I try to make my oils ahead of time. My oils for all of my scrubs. I actually am finished. I have a hand and foot scrub, so that's ready. I had to pick up the sugar for that, and I picked up some pink Himalayan salt, the really fine one, so that I can make my hand and foot scrub. I'm working on all that tomorrow. Janet, call me. Let's do it together. We can do it live. Fill up our containers and bottles. I do have my lip scrub, and I have to fill the hand and foot scrub. I make this moisturizing hand and foot scrub. I also do a bath soak with my oils. which is so, oh my gosh, just so the aroma that comes from it is just so good. But I've just introduced my home and car spray, the lavender, and my car charm. So you guys, I probably will show those Saturday on my Instagram once I go to the market. So I'll let you guys know what day I'll show it. But yeah, I have to finish filling up all my bottles. Everything is ready. All my oils are ready. I went through them to make sure everything is ready. I did a eucalyptus um, oil infusion for a new scent that I'm introducing this summer. So, and it's for my men's collection. So I think I mentioned it in the garden today when I was out with the pepper tower. I mentioned it. Um, I'm introducing a new scent for my men's line of skincare products, and I'm so excited about that because I tested it. I had several men smell it and test it, give me their honest opinion of it, and then what I'll do is I'll send out some samples to people and let them try it. I also bring samples when I come to the market because I want them to try it. I want them to try it and, test it for themselves to know that they like it before they actually purchase it. You'll see when I set up if you've ever followed me, some of my vendor displays, I do have samples out so people can try it. And I don't let nobody stick their hand in your products. Get you some. I go to Dollar Tree, get those little spoons in the party wear section, and they can scoop it out that way. And everybody gets their own spoon. Don't let nobody stick their fingers. I had a lady at a vendor event I did last year for Juneteenth, and she had her own skincare products. Now, I don't know if she was coming to see if ours was the same or similar. Do you know this heifer came and put her finger in my jar? I threw the jar away. I said, "Excuse me? I would never do that to your table. I would not come to your table and put my finger in your jar. That is unacceptable. That's unacceptable." And she, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." I literally, my display, I have the jars and I have spoons there for you to grab so that you're the only one that touches it, and then you can stick it in there and scoop it out that way. It was disgusting to me because as a skincare, like fingers and hands are everywhere. We have more germs on our hands than we do our body. So for her to do that, I just felt like she did it on purpose. So I had to check her. And then she walked away. And then I realized, you over there with your own skincare products. Like, I would never, and I had to tell you, I would never do that to you. Ever. I have other people that are going to come behind you. And I throw it in the garbage. Like, we have to be kinder people. Like, we really do. And we have to be considerate. Yeah, I don't need Q-tips. I got a ton of Q-tips. But no, this is for my my hand and body lotions and whip butters. Yeah, Q-tips won't work on that. I use a little spoon where they can scoop it out and put it in their hand, and then I have a little garbage can that they can just throw the spoon away. So that's what that situation was. Oh, I passed like 10 people with fireworks today. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Serena, you're growing aloe vera in the house? Yeah, I want mine to grow outside. Yeah, I explained that I'm doing my bite spray. I picked up some herbs today. No, yesterday. I dried them up and I'm going to tincture it to make my bug away spray. Yes, I'm telling you. But no, I made a bug away spray with the citronella. What I'm doing is a bug bite. This after you get bit to take away the itching to it. So that's what I'm making now, is that one. So I'm going to tincture that. Um, I may let it sit. I may do the double boiler method. I haven't decided yet. I may do the double boiler method only because I'm going to be filling my jars tomorrow, and it might be nice to have that one right away. I won't double boil the whole thing, but I will double boil some so I can have a couple to have on my table for market day on Saturday. So I'll do that. So I have 6 minutes. Are there any more questions? Listen, we're gonna be hearing fireworks for about fireworks for about a week. We're gonna be hearing fire. You know, once it start, it takes a week for it to die down. I'm gonna watch the fireworks in Philly from where I live. We can see the fireworks, but that's not until Friday and Saturday will there be fireworks. My city where I am, here the fireworks is Saturday, but I think Philly the fireworks is tomorrow. So I'm gonna sit right along the river where you guys see me do the Juneteenth at. I'll be sitting right there with my chair watching the fireworks. Anything else? Anybody got questions about Chicory? I'm almost done. My last class. I'm almost done. I think right now, what are we working on? We're working on, I think, menopause symptoms, premenopause, how to heal that with herbs on menopause. I finished up the course on skin issues, dermatitis, psoriasis, all of that. I finished that up. That was a great class, or classes. And then right now we're working on female system, menopause, premenopause, post-menopause symptoms, things of that nature, things to help, herbs and stuff to help with that. So it's actually fun. And I like to go slow with this. Like, I like to ask my professor a lot of questions on that, only because it's important. And women are different. Some may be younger, some are older. There's some young people going through premenopause and stuff. I myself have not hit it yet. And for some reason, like, they can tell you, like, my doctor's like, oh, you're still a couple years off. So I'm like, okay. And she told me to stop begging for it. Because I've been telling everybody I can't wait for it, but everybody is like, you don't want to be menopause yet. I have cousins and family members, some younger, some older, um, who already hit menopause. And then I know a lot of people that have hit menopause. Um, and some people been in menopause, pre-menopause, some young people that are pre-menopause in their 40s. So fibroids have been hitting women hard, especially Black women. They suffer from fibroids the most, and then I think Hispanic women after that. But a lot. The lady today came to me. She wanted me to help her with herbs. She was saying about weight loss, which is super sweet. I hope she's watching from the sidelines. We call that the bushes. She said she was going to join me tonight, join the live tonight. I don't know if is that you, Francis? Yeah. Wow, they're in an apartment setting off fireworks? Sarina? Ugh, I missed some of the chat. Oh, till 3 a.m. last night? Oh my God, Jesus. And you're in an apartment complex? I don't know. Some people are, they're a little mean when you try to say something to them. Uh, yeah, and unfortunately, 4th of July, it's going to be some fireworks. You just have to prepare yourself for it. But I love fireworks. Um, I don't mind listening to them either, Janet. Uh, 3 a.m.? is a bit much to be listening to fireworks. Duval, that chamomile, you better dry that chamomile and save it. If you have trouble sleeping at night, insomnia, you can use the chamomile for that, which is really good for that. I make a salve with my chamomile, which is very common. Um, my one of my uh, um, butters is chamomile dreams that I make. It's called chamomile dreams. Do not, it's copyrighted. Well, it's in the process of being copyrighted. Don't be copying me. If anybody listening to bushes. But I use the chamomile for that because some people do not like a lot of fragrance. And chamomile, as beautiful it is, and it's beautiful scent, it's not a heavy scent. So I do use chamomile in one of my lotions and butters. So hey, listen, use that chamomile. It's an excellent tea. Like, it is a phenomenal tea. If you are like, you're winding down for the evening, like say like you crocheting, drink that chamomile tea. It is one of the most relaxing herbal teas there is. Chamomile is really, really good. It's a hybrid, but it's a really good tea. It's a nervine tea. So if you have nerve issues, it's great for that. It's really, really good for that. Like spasms, things like that. It's excellent for that. So chamomile, dry that bad boy out and save it for when you need it. Um, that's a good one. Oh, Francis, I was asking you. I met a young lady today that was asking me about herbs, and she said she was going to join my live. So I was asking if that was you. So I was asking if that was you, if you were the young lady that I met today, because she did say she was going to join my live. She may be in the bushes just watching, but she was super sweet. She bought some lemonade from me today, and I told her I was going to be talking about herbs tonight. So she said she would come and join the live if she could. So I wasn't sure if that was you. Let me know if that was you so I can thank you for jumping on. Thank you anyway. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining the live. It is now 11:01. If there aren't any more questions, if you guys are good for tonight, I'm wishing you blessings in your garden. I'm wishing you blessings on your own personal journey, whatever journey that is for you. I thank you so much for joining my live on Thursdays. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking. Please don't forget to hit the like button before you leave out, and consider subscribing. I truly appreciate it. I'm on my way. I'm that close to getting 2,000 subscribers, and you guys can help me with that by liking and sharing the video. It helps to boost the algorithms. You know, YouTube has all these strict requirements. So, but I thank you even just for just chatting along with me in the comment section. I'm truly grateful for that. This herbalist journey that I am on, my heart is compelled to share. I do not mind sharing because I want us all to be well. The purpose of me becoming a holistic health and wellness coach is because I want to help people be well. Thank you, Francis. Aw, thank you, Janet. And listen, you know you could chime in too. You and God's Desire, because y'all herbalists too. Um, y'all know y'all could jump in here too. Um, I love sharing this journey. I am writing my own book on it, my own interactions, and again, I'm learning from you all as well. And I do give credit where credit is due. I don't just take information and not give credit. If I mention something that I know I got from somebody else, even if I forget to mention it, I apologize. But I've learned a lot from so many people, and I don't mind sharing and giving credit, even if the credit is not reciprocated. And that's okay because I don't do it for that. But I'm grateful for this journey. And I thank you guys for tagging along with me. And y'all remember my motto, it is add a little glam and let's continue to grow together. We're growing in the garden, we're growing as individuals, we are growing in knowledge, we're growing in wisdom, and we're growing in this herbal journey. Uh, Wherever you are on your journey, your own personal journey, that journey, whatever that journey is for you, I wish you blessings in it. I truly, truly do. That is my heart. That is my desire. And I thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Duval, um, I'm about to go crochet. Actually, I'm about to turn on a movie. I'm going to see if Vampire Brooklyn is free right now. It's probably not. But I'm going to check. Always got to check and see. Every time I don't check, then it pop up as free. So I wanted to watch that tonight. If not, I'll find something else to watch. And let me see what else. That's it. Listen, love you guys. Y'all have a blessed night. I thank you so much for joining me. Let me see. This is my first time using StreamYard for my live. So let's see how I end. Oh, that's easy. Y'all, good night. Blessings. Happy 4th of July. Continue to enjoy that good food. And whether you made it or you went somewhere and had some, enjoy it. And you guys have a peaceful gardening Friday. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And I'll see y'all in these YouTube streets.